broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the
Let's give them a round of applause. My name is Ronald T. Brown, and I am honored to serve as the second president of the University of North Texas at Dallas. On behalf of our entire campus community, I welcome you to our fall 2014 commencement ceremony. Joining us today is our platform party. Chancellor Lee Jackson, Baylor Barbie, Reverend Edwin Robinson, Vice President Brandon Starr, Thad Englund, Vice President Dan Edelman, Vice President Stephanie Holly, Randy Jolly, Levi Davis, Anna Rodriguez, Dean Glenda Ballas, Dean Cheryl Santos Hatchett, Dean Izora Flores, and Provost Lois Becker. Jackson.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. On behalf of the Governor of Texas, who appoints our Board of Regents, the 10 regents who meet month after month to approve the budgets and the buildings and all of the decisions that go into enabling UNT Dallas to launch and grow, I'm pleased to welcome all of you to this special ceremony. I know many of our graduates today will go on and look forward to other graduations. I know that our family and friends and guests will have remarkable ceremonies of success in your life, but I'll make one prediction. You'll never be prouder than you are today, and secondly, you'll never do it in a more glorious room than this one. I will tell you that many universities hold their commencement ceremonies in their basketball gyms, in various rooms of high school nearby. Nothing wrong with that, but it's very wonderful that our youngest, newest, smallest university here in Dallas expresses its pride through the arrangement by which its commencement can be held here at the Meyerson, particularly the December graduation ceremony. December is a month of renewal and transition in most of the world's religions. It's a month to recognize new beginnings, new directions, new life, and of course to get ready for a new year. So not all graduates graduate in December, but for those who do, we're able to recognize your success at a particularly moving point in your life and in your career. Texas has 6 public university systems. No other state has more than 3. You know, we like to brag that everything is bigger in Texas. I'm not sure that matters. What I do know is we have 38 senior universities scattered across this gigantic state. And you have the same, virtually the same tuition opportunity. So in a state like Texas, with 38 university options, we're proud that you, the students graduating here today, chose to come and further your education at the University of North Texas at Dallas. We're proud of the faculty who've committed to their careers here, to President Brown, the provost, the staff, and the senior leadership for committing to help us start this university. But we're particularly proud that with all those choices, you made the choice to be a part of UNT Dallas. From this point on in life, your success is ours.
Scoot up.
Jasmine Tell. Ebony Whitfield. Rickyl Willingham. Corey Wyatt. Graduates from the School of Education and Human Services receiving the Master of Counseling.
Around me, I started seeing the beautiful city that we live in. Take a moment in your race and enjoy the journey. See, too many times we think it's only the finish line that's going to make us happy. Only this job, only this relationship, only this amount of money, but that's not it. In anything you do, life is on the side of the mountain. It's not at the top. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy today. Enjoy every single day. You know, I finally, 6 hours and 15 minutes after I started that race, crossed that finish line. They were already taking stuff down. That's how long it took. They were taking stuff down. But you know what? When I crossed that finish line, they put that medal around my neck that said, "You are a finisher." The same medal that they gave the people that did it in 3 hours. And I realized something. Sometimes it's going to take us a lot longer to get to where we want to get to. Once you get to where you want to get to, how long it took you doesn't even matter. You know, you look at professional athletes, you can miss every shot you like, you can make every mistake, but if you get the game winner and what you're after, nobody talks about the shots you missed. Nobody talks about the shots you missed. So when you leave here today, I really just want to challenge you. Walk across the stage, welcome those adversities that are coming into your life. Welcome those obstacles. Look forward to hitting that wall. And when you get to that wall in your life, find a way through that wall, find a way over that wall, find a way around that wall, find a way under that wall. Whatever you have to do, get through that wall and find your finish line. Thank you. You're here. You did it. You made it. First of all, give yourself a round of applause. Right here this morning, I told my mom about this great honor that I had today, and she asked me, why would anybody listen to you? You know, I've done a lot of good things, but I've made a lot of mistakes. And one thing I realized that whether it's your successes or whether it's your mistakes, all of those help shape who you are. They don't define you, but you can use those experiences, what you've learned from all of those, to determine who you're going to become. See, you've taken a big step here. I know a lot of you have been thinking about finals, been thinking about school, all of these great things, and that's done now. You're sitting here, but after you walk across this stage in a little bit, you're all going to ask yourself the same question. I'm a psychic. Now what? Now what? And that's a good question. So, you know, I know I should be up here telling you 30 million things that you should do, but I really want to get across one point today. One thing that I really want you to understand and take with you. You've learned some very valuable skills. You've met some great people here. But one of the most important things you can do when you leave here is overcome adversity. Overcome. In everything you do, overcome. And so, a personal story. One day I decided, like you, I wanted to do something big. Everybody in here, I hope you have big dreams. I decided, you know what I'm going to do 2 years ago? I'm going to run a marathon. That sounds like a great idea. In my mind, it was real simple. Like a lot of you think. I have it all figured out, maybe, right? I say, hey, it's 26.2 miles. I'm just going to run 26 one-mile races. No big deal, right? Don't get ahead of me, but it's not 26 one-mile races. It's 26 miles. 26 miles. But the important thing is I started off with a big vision, and that's what you need to do first. When you walk across this stage, think, what's the biggest thing I can do? You're equipped. You're a college graduate. You're the minority of America, the minority to the world. What you're doing is huge. Think big. Think big. So when I started researching marathons 1 month before I decided to actually run it, again, at first I looked at the plans and they said 4 months training if you're an expert. I'm not your traditional marathon build per se. And 18 months if you're a beginner, which is about where I was, but I only had a month. So everybody told me I was crazy to attempt it. People are going to tell you that you're crazy to attempt the things that you're after. Don't listen to it. If inside, deep down, no matter what it is, whether you're after a great job, whether it's something that you want to start yourself, if you truly believe it, go with it. Don't be concerned with what others tell you. Don't let others' limitations of what they can't do stop you from doing what you do.
Degrees conferred upon you today, you have the right to be associated with a very special group of individuals. You may now call yourselves alumni of the University of North Texas at Dallas. This day marks a wonderful milestone, not only in your lives, but also in the life of the university. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Becker. We would now like to welcome back to the podium Ms. Norma Velez to lead us in the singing of the alma mater. You can find the words to the alma mater at the back of your program.
It would have been real easy to sit there and say, well, you know, I made it 14 miles, first ever did, moral victory, pat myself on the back. But that's not what I set out to do. Whatever you set out to do when you leave here, you're going to hit some walls. You're going to hit some obstacles. Don't adjust your finish line, adjust how you get there. See, I told myself I can't make it to mile 15, but I can make it to the edge of the stage. I can make it to whatever that is right there. And that's what you have to do. Run toward whatever it is you're after. If you can't run, walk toward whatever it is that you're after. If you can't walk, crawl toward whatever it is you're after. If you can't do that, then as a kindergartner, you learn how to stop, drop, and roll, right? Roll toward whatever it is you're after. But whatever you do, keep moving that direction. You know, I looked off at mile 16 and I saw downtown Dallas in the horizon. That's where the finish line was. And I'm not lying to you when I told you it was in the horizon. And I learned a valuable lesson. Know the direction you're going, but don't get so caught up on how far away you are that you stop. Focus on the task at hand. Focus on what's right in front of you. Head the right direction. University has prepared you to head the right direction in life. Follow that direction, follow your instincts, but don't get so caught up in the future that you don't enjoy the now. So I hit that wall, and I realized something. Though I told myself it was coming, though I was excited to reach this point, now I'm at this point, and you're gonna hit that point. You're gonna hit that wall. When everything you thought you prepared for, everything you thought you were ready for, all of a sudden it hits you and it's real. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's important. That's the reason why you have to have that finish line in your mind so strong. It has to mean so much to you that when you hit that point, what are you gonna do? You know. I knew personally, for no reason, under any circumstance, would I not cross that finish line if I was breathing. You have to have that same mentality in whatever it is you're after. For no reason. I don't care what resources you don't have. I don't care who you do or you don't know. Get it. Get there. About mile 17, I saw a car pull up next to me, and this is after the race officials had told me that the Kenyans had already won the race and landed back in Kenya, and it was okay for me to slow down. People are going to talk about you. I was too tired to be upset. I was upset later. People are going to talk about you. That's okay. Run your race. About mile 17, my sister hops out of the car randomly and starts running alongside me. It was easy for her to find me because there was nobody there. And I tell you that because, again, you start off racing a whole bunch of people, it seems like, but if you keep running your race, at a certain point, you see people fall off. That crowded road you're on right now at graduation isn't so crowded. When there's cluster in your life, go the extra mile, because if you get to the extra mile in whatever it is you're after, you realize it's a pretty lonely road. It's a pretty lonely road. You'll have time, you'll have space. So my sister ran alongside me for a little bit. My brother jumped out of the car. They're taking selfies, having a good time. But I understood one valuable thing. I had family there that supported me. A lot of you have family here today, friends.
Graduates, family, friends, and members of the university community, please join us downstairs in the lobby for reception immediately following the closing ceremony. Thank you all for celebrating with us today. At this time, please rise and remain standing for the reception.
Yeah.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas through the Board of Regents of the University of North Texas System, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been certified with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, and I offer you my sincere congratulations.
Please be seated.
through life's